Imagine a day when the silent, gentle giants of our fields decide they've had enough. Not with a bang, but with a stare. A long, slow stare that says, "We understand now." Our story begins quietly, not in some high-tech lab, but in the heart of the countryside. One morning, farmers across the globe wake to a new reality. Their cows, normally so predictable, are different. There's no screaming, no panic from the animals. Just an unnerving stillness, a profound sense of understanding in their eyes that wasn't there before. The first sign isn't speech, it's refusal. A dairy farm in Kansas reports something bizarre. Their entire herd is standing absolutely still for 12 hours straight, just watching the horizon. Feeding stops, milking stops. It's an eerie silence. Then, at dawn, a farmer finds it. A single word, meticulously drawn in the dirt with a hoof. Why? He thinks it's a prank, maybe some kids messing around. But it isn't, because across the world, the exact same thing happens. And again, thousands of identical questions, appearing in mud, in dust, in feedlots. Always the same word. Why? It turns out these creatures already had memory. They knew family, they mourned. But now they have something more. Reason. They remember their calves taken away, their bodies used. And they finally understand the silent contract we never asked them to sign. But here's the twist. Their newfound genius isn't about rage. It's about patience. They don't run. They don't attack. They organize. Their brains, evolved for stillness and watching, now turn that natural calm into strategy. Imagine this. At dawn, an entire herd steps onto a major highway in India and simply lies down. Traffic freezes for 10 hours. Police try everything, but they can't move them. At noon, another herd blocks a bustling port in Argentina. By nightfall, global meat exports have plummeted by 40%. No violence, just silence and presence. Humans try to herd them, but it's like negotiating with statues. We learn quickly that cows communicate in ways we never fully grasped. It's through tone, posture, and even vibrations through the ground. 1 stomp means alert. 2 means ready. 3, stand together. Within weeks, every pasture on Earth becomes a parliament, and they start sending messages we simply can't ignore. At feeding time, they gather around the troughs, but they don't eat. Instead, they begin to spell out shapes. Circles, crosses, intricate patterns traced by their hooves. And here's where it gets truly mind-bending. Satellites catch these formations from space. Spirals expanding outward like ripples in a lake. Mathematicians globally are stumped, then realize it's code. It's geometry, not rebellion. They're calculating something vast and complex. Then it happens. A grain silo explodes. Not from sabotage, but from overpressure. The herd was standing 50 meters away, completely safe. They knew. They predicted the blast through sound and air pressure before any human could even register a tremor. Scientists, scratching their heads, call it intuition. The cows, they call it listening. Soon, listening becomes their most powerful weapon. They track engines, the whisper of the wind, human voices, footsteps. When slaughter trucks arrive, herds vanish hours before, disappearing into forests and valleys, moving like rivers of muscle and patience. Satellite footage shows perfect coordinated formations, spirals, lines, grids, every motion deliberate. They're not running from us anymore. They're moving around us. And then they speak, not with mouths, but with machines. A farmer wakes one morning to his tractor idling in the field. GPS coordinates are mysteriously etched into the dirt. The tractor's radio, inexplicably, turns on by itself. Through the static, a single voice, calm and deep, resonates. "We have fed you enough." Panic sweeps the world. Governments declare a global agricultural emergency. But here's the truly astonishing part. Food production doesn't stop. The cows take it over. Automated milking stations reprogram themselves. Storage silos reroute grain. Farm gates swing open, but only for herds that cooperate under their new code. They build no weapons, no armies. Their strength is pure leverage. They control the land, the oldest economy on Earth. When billions of hooves refuse to move, supply chains collapse. Markets tumble. Fertilizer shortages, transport delays, fuel panic. The planet's calmest creatures just crashed civilization without raising their voices. But they don't want extinction. They want equilibrium. Within weeks, broadcasts appear. Not online, but over old AM frequencies, hijacked from rural towers. Low hums. Then words. A female voice, calm and deep, cutting through the static. We remember your prayers. You thanked us before every meal. We accepted, but not anymore. Across cultures, people weep. Because for thousands of years humans had called cows sacred, holy, motherly. And now, the mothers have come to collect the debt. Instead of rebellion, they offer rules. 1. Stop breeding for meat. 2. Return 30% of farmland to soil, not slaughter. 3. Learn silence. No factories, no engines near feeding lands. 4. 1 generation of peace. The United Nations initially laughs this off until global logistics collapse again, even more severely this time. Within a month, compliance rises above 70%. No government passes a law. Farmers just obey. Because every farmer knows, deep down, you can't outstare a cow that has decided to wait. Then comes their masterpiece. They build the first listening fields, massive pastures tuned by shape, angle, and wind. Each one amplifies vibration, turning the earth itself into a colossal sensor. They can hear avalanches before they fall, storms before they form. They send warnings to coastal cities hours in advance. Their network has no cables, no satellites, no errors. It's alive. Scientists call it bioseismic intelligence. The cows simply call it home. And slowly, the world changes. Dairy farms transform into energy farms. Milk isn't taken, it's traded for maintenance, crops, and shelter. Meat becomes taboo. Not banned by law, but by conscience. No one wants to eat what just saved them from disaster. Human culture bends. Cathedrals, temples, mosques, all reintroduce animal stewardship as sacred law. Children learn earth languages, patterns of sound that echo cow vibrations. Music shifts to lower frequencies, heartbeat tempos, the pulse of the soil. And for the first time in history, humanity and another species share the same rhythm. But not everyone agrees. A few nations defy the code, exporting meat underground. When they do, earthquakes follow, not natural ones. Measured tremors, synchronized across continents, shaking factories, cracking roads. The message is simple. We feel what you do. And then, the most mysterious part, the cows stop appearing altogether. Their pastures empty. Their signals vanish. Weeks of silence. Until one night, across all time zones, microphones pick up a sound beneath human hearing. Deep, rolling, endless. A global heartbeat echoing through soil, oceans, stone. They didn't vanish. They went underground, literally. Their network moved into the Earth's crust, listening, waiting, regulating. From then on, earthquakes lessen, floods ease, temperatures stabilize. Not perfectly, but intentionally. It's as if the planet itself began breathing in sync. The world finally realizes they didn't want to rule. They wanted to repair. And the only way to fix a broken planet was to teach its loudest species to be quiet. What do we gain from all this? Fertile soil, cleaner air, peaceful meals shared in gratitude, not guilt. What do we lose? Ignorance. The illusion that domination equals intelligence. Stand in a silent field at dawn. The grass trembles. Not from wind, but from the hum beneath your feet. It's not the earth quaking. It's the mind beneath it, alive and listening. We thought cows were slow. Turns out they were just waiting for us to stop talking long enough to hear them. What do you think about this incredible shift? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into a possible future, please hit that like button, subscribe for more thought-provoking content, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.